Again, I'm a voyeur, so I love it. I'll watch it. I don't.
It
Yeah,
was definitely.
sideshows that would come in and stuff. Do you still do those?
Or yes. Like this?
Oh, and the butterflies, before you get on, you're waiting in line.
Certified free, 7 days a week.
Yo, what up, shoppers? Joel Semino here with.
Marilu. Hello, Bubbles. Big Bacchus is also here.
It's always nice when 100% of your viewers comment at the very beginning of the show.
Oh, yeah.
It's always very nice.
Oh.
Why does it feel so ominous as the month starts to wind down here?
Well, the month is starting to wind down, but it's also the start of the fall season for some people and going back to school and getting their kids back to school. Uh, so there's a lot going on for people right now.
True.
So it's kind of a cleansing of the summer.
Migote, Keith. Oh, look at everyone's popping in now.
Yeah.
Actually, almost started on time. Actually, I think we technically started on time. It was still 8:05. Summer's winding down. I don't know. Yeah, I think because, and you said it, Mary Lou, this is that time of year where the kids go back to school and stuff like that. And for me, it sort of brings back those memories of, having summer vacation off and just running around doing whatever, being silly or stupid or being grounded, which is what I was most of the summers. But yeah, then having to go back to school, feeling like, So I don't know. I think I have a little bit of that, just that carries over.
Into your 50s?
Yeah. Well, wait, are you going to tell me you don't have anything that carries over from your childhood?
Oh, everything carries over from your childhood in reference to trauma and, your upbringing and so forth. But, the feeling of ominous for the fall, it's kind of dark.
What's up, Chantal? Well, it is. It's the winding down of the year. Fall's I think, the official next step to the closing out of the year.
Okay.
At least for us in the northern hemisphere.
True.
Yeah.
Life goes on for those southerners and people in the tropical weather.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you're lucky enough to live near the equator, pretty much you got, I would say, the same seasonality all year long.
Yeah, you do.
So,
yeah, except for the commercialized stuff.
commercialized stuff.
Well, yeah, like I know that I could go home right now and the local Costco or Walmart would be totally Halloween decorations and, the imposed holidays, which kind of don't really fit the island feel.
Halloween.
Halloween, yeah, Halloween was not a thing for us.
Is it now?
It is because it's commercialized, like McDonald's wasn't a thing for us. Burger King, you know. Hey, Ronnie. It's great to see you. Great to hear from you yesterday as well. Mhm.
So you were saying the commercialization of Halloween has infiltrated the Caribbean islands also,
Yes.
specifically Puerto Rico.
Yes.
Hmm.
Mhm. I
Sounds like
mean,
you.
there has to be an understanding that, unless you actually live in the city and the metropolitan area, your houses are not necessarily next to each other.
Right.
The topography is very mountainous, so it could be a few acres, a few miles between a home and one home and another home. So trick or treating, like that doesn't,
Mm.
it doesn't fit the mold for a very uh, Catholic, Roman Catholic based uh, island.
Meaning Halloween doesn't.
Halloween doesn't, yes.
Uh,
No.
yeah, it's some people's absolute favorite Halloween or holiday.
Yes, it is.
So, Bubble says the fall is their favorite season.
It's the wean times, yeah.
Big Baka says they even do Halloween trick or treating in parts of Germany now. I think once the kids hear about free candy, the floodgates open. Yeah, I mean,
Or the concept of, I
yeah.
mean, yeah.
I wonder if you can trace back the roots of Halloween to just the commercialized candy industry.
Mm.
I mean, I wonder how far back the Halloween.
The commercialized aspect of Halloween.
I guess. Jason coming with the random information.
Well, I'm glad that it felt so real for you, Jason. I know that for G and myself, when we went to San Francisco a few years, it was a treat to ride the trolley and go to Ghirardelli's uh, ice cream shop and you know do the whole Chinatown experience. So I'm sure, hopefully, you got to see some of those things too in your VR ride today.
Speaking of VR, I wonder, since Jason's talking about VR, if he's managed to um, VR any sort of pornography. Because I've heard that that's an actual thing now.
That's been a thing for years.
Oh, I would say with technology today, it's a lot different than it was a few years ago.
Well, sure. When we were at the AVNs, there were quite a few vendors and so forth that had the VR uh, screens and so forth, or goggles and all of that. I think what was that? The last one we went to was what, 5 years, 6 years ago, maybe.
It was definitely before the pandemic.
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
it's been a number of years now.
Yeah.
Jason says that there are a lot of adult films on VR, and they've watched a lot of them since having gotten their VR headset.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I heard there's also attachments now that you can sort of that go along with that VR experience.
There are quite a few strokers that you can attach to your VR system to get that feel. Actually, Big Bacchus, I was about to say the rice tree. Oh, but we did experience quite a few things while we were in San Francisco. Yeah, Bubble says I tried VR once and got motion sickness. I don't think anyone needs to be nauseated while pinching the pearl. Um, I agree. I agree with that because there's sometimes where, um, even when you're kind of riding the pony there, uh, when you're getting a little exuberant in your ride, that you know your stomach can turn a little and have a sense of that same feeling, Bubbles.
Are you saying you can get nauseated from the motion of having or being on top of somebody?
Yes. Especially if it's been too close to uh when you've last eaten.
Hmm.
If your meal isn't actually fully digested,
Okay.
and if the meal already is causing you discomfort and bloating, it's just an added ingredient to the mix.
Okay.
So, Jason, I felt like you just put your hand out there and literally touch it, right?
Yeah. I mean, I'm honestly kind of morbidly worrying, wondering about that. You and I and a couple other people went to one of it was Sandbox VR,
Mm-hmm.
which was the virtual reality sort of gaming experience.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
I'm wondering what a porno in that sort of similar fashion seems like. Morbidly curious.
Yes, yes, Bubbles. That's happened to me once. But I had been heavily inebriated, immediately had to jump, or in my case, fall off.
Yeah, I think uh, there's probably a significant number of people that have been in similar situations where they've had a little bit too much to drink, and
Mm-hmm.
the activities associated with having sex with another person kind of stir things up a little bit.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad to see that you're having fun with it, Jason.
I know you're not so much necessarily into watching pornography. That said, would you ever consider trying something like that, like a VR headset?
To watch pornography?
Mm-hmm.
Um, no,
No,
no.
no.
I don't need to be in the actual nitty gritty of it. Um, in the sense that, let's face it, if we're talking about pornography and it being viewed with VR, I feel that that is too close for my comfort level.
Like you're actually
Um,
there.
right, and I don't need to be scared of any possible bodily fluids coming in my direction. So, yeah, that doesn't interest me. Did we stand on the edge of the trolley?
I don't believe so.
I don't think so. We had the unfortunate circumstance that while we were on the trolley, it was raining
Yeah.
heavily um, that day. So it wasn't like we were out there like, whee! Off the side of it, catching wind, through our hair.
Mm-hmm.
Because like I said, it was raining. Hence why we took it to the end of the trail and went to Ghirardelli's chocolate shop. Mhm. And wasted some time in there till the rain went away.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's It is very dangerous, especially if you're going down the streets where the cars are literally right next to you. So I could see what you mean, Jason. But it's still a different feel in VR versus reality.
Well,
You
I would.
don't have the wind going through your hair.
I guess we didn't necessarily either. So
Oh. But um,
so I'm wondering. You didn't really get to participate very much this weekend, but maybe we could touch base on this past weekend's events.
sure.
What I was going to ask you what you thought of on Saturday. The going to kind of go in reverse order here. Well, do you want to start with Sunday with your massage class? Maybe.
Sure. Sunday was our couple sensual massage class here, and it was. Speaking about rain, it literally started raining like torrential pouring rain right when people were starting to come in. So it was kind of a nice reprieve from the outdoors. But it was a great time as always. Um, this particular class consisted mostly of actual members. We didn't have any uh, vanilla people in the space. So it gave a different feel, I would say, for the class because people were a little freer, and more naked
Okay.
than usual.
Uh-huh.
Um, you know, so it was, I think, for a lot of people, very freeing to see other members just be themselves and to enjoy their company as well as watching them enjoy their partners throughout the experience. We always do at the end of it, within the last 10 minutes or so, we always do a small meditation. It's our inner smile meditation. And for me, the whole event is it's great, and it's very educational, and you get to see a lot of things. But those last 10 minutes for me specifically um, show the connection between the couples when we do that inner smile meditation. And I think I've said before, a few times we've actually had people um, start to cry during that meditation,
Mm-hmm.
uh, and release some of that and tension, and express some of that tension that they may have had in their bodies and in their relationship for that little, 10-minute moment of, wow, we're reconnecting. you know it's the intent of the class is not just to teach them skills on how to give massages to each other, but there's that moment of feeling reconnected and one with your partner. And you know as the facilitator and the person that's guiding them in their meditation, to actually look around the room and see that closeness reemerge, versus when they come in and they're just kind of like, okay, putting their stuff down, and we're going to do this class and da da da. Seeing that moment of, wow, you know, we're here, we're back, we're together.
Hmm.
To me is, one of the best parts of doing the class.
And that's, I think, you you sort of hit the nail on the head with that. It's, I think, maybe some people look at it like, oh, it's just I'm just rubbing my partner down, or I'm going to learn how to give a special technique or whatever, which is true to a degree,
Mm-hmm.
but it's about the touch It's
Correct.
about the reconnecting in that physical way, which sort of transforms into more of a spiritual connection.
Mm-hmm.
I think probably for a lot of coupled or partnered people, finding time for those moments of connection can be difficult.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's one of the reasons that having the massage class is so important.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah. It's I think at that point everyone has become, they've put their guard down, they've become vulnerable
mm-hmm.
to each other. You know, it's a 2 hour class, and you know, you walk in with one premise of what it's going to be, like you said, and you leave with a whole different premise and a whole different feeling, you know, hopefully about your relationship and your connection. And you know, one of the things I always say to people is like, you know, we're so busy in our lives and there's so many ups and downs and things going on that take our attention away from each other.
Mm-hmm.
You know, whether it's, you know, work, TV, you know, others, however that may be. At the end of the day, when you come back together and there's that initial touch between you two, that touch should be a touch that sparks, you know, your intimacy again, that sparks your connection again. And that's part of like the inner smile meditation. We all need touch. There isn't a person on this world that can sit there and tell me that they don't appreciate being touched by their partner or their or someone that has you know, good intentions for them. So
You've mentioned the word connection quite a few times in talking about the massage
mhm,
class, and I wonder, instead of calling it a massage class, because while it does have those elements to it,
mhm.
it's more of a massage connection.
um it is, it is, but it's also what people want to get out of it.
So I'm sorry, what?
It's also meant to be what people want to get out of the experience,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know. So um you know, it's letting them forge that connection on their own.
yeah. That's the intent. It
Mhm.
becomes the catalyst or the vehicle for them to get there. They
Right.
actually have to have the connection. They're the ones that have to, put in the time, effort, and energy to connect with each
Hmm.
other.
Right.
You know, so.
Mhm.
Um, Speaking of connection,
Sure.
I don't think we're giving anything away other than just some good news. Um, but over the weekend, Mary Lou and I ran into two of our longtime members who started out as individuals at the club, and on Friday announced that they had gotten engaged
Hmm.
the night before. And
On
so,
Saturday, they announced
well, oh yeah, I'm sorry,
that
Saturday, yes,
they were engaged on Friday.
on
Yes.
Friday, yes, thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, so yet another example of even two individuals meeting at the club,
Hmm.
um, finding each other and developing a seemingly lifelong partnership.
Yeah.
Um, I want to point out one thing with that I think some people get into this, especially if you're an individual, thinking that, oh, I'm going to find my person right away. They've been members for many years already.
Yes.
You know, these things take time, develop trust, an understanding with each other.
Hmm.
And so, and Bacchus is right. It is a beautiful thing when two people can come together and be completely open and honest and transparent with each other and authentic and say, these are the things that I want in my life and with my
Hmm.
partner. Um, and then now get married.
Yeah.
So I think that's pretty incredible.
Yeah.
I personally I'm honored that the club is in some small way a part of that.
Yeah.
You know,
It's going to be that story when they tell their grandkids or their great grandkids, guess where, guess where me, mom, and Pap went.
yeah, tell that story to your kids. Well,
Well, let me
I met
tell
your
you.
mom at a gangbang. Where'd you meet Grandma? A
Yeah.
glory hole. Um,
But no, yeah, that was very it was very nice to hear and to be a part of their celebration on Saturday as well.
speaking of being your true authentic selves, I want to touch base on this past Saturday's event, which was Fan Friction.
Mm-hmm.
And Fan Friction was basically an event geared towards cosplay type characters, fantasy,
Mm-hmm.
fiction, more or less anything that went into that realm, hentai, that kind of stuff.
Yes.
I didn't notice it, but I was told that one of our members dressed as one of the Golden Girls.
Yes, they did. Um,
They were wondering how that was a part of fan.
it is a part upon a part of fan fiction. Yes. Hello, Mer Sausage. um, because let's face it, there are some certain TV shows and certain entities out there that you know we kind of fall in love with, and Mer Sausage has Raymond. That's it. That's their their whole thing. No, they were not Blanche.
Well, first of all, Golden Girls is Mer Sausage is one of his favorite shows. Also,
Yes,
in
yeah.
fact, I'm pretty sure he knows most of the lines to those shows.
But yeah, oh my god, I can't. I'm Sophia. They dressed as Sophia, Elizabeth. But yeah, if they were dressed as Blanche, it would have been like, oh my god. Then they definitely did look the part, as Baka says. But yeah, that's part of
I
fandom.
mean, yes,
You know.
I was just sort of surprised to hear that. I think it's cute and funny and all of that.
Hmm.
Um, but what I was getting ready to say about that, it was interesting to see how many people actually dressed up in different sorts of cosplay type outfits.
Hmm.
One of our educator presenters dressed up as a schoolgirl.
Yes.
So I find that I'm personally not necessarily a dress up character kind of person. So it's always really fascinating to me that the people that really get into that and get involved in
Hmm.
that.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but it's always nice to see so many people dressing in
Mhm.
theme.
Yeah. We had a few people, one that I recall was dressed as Poison Ivy, like you said, the schoolgirl. Um, there were quite a few uh, good ones out there. So,
Are there any sort of either comic book characters or characters in general? Since Sophia is a part of Golden Girls and is a part of fan uh, friction.
hmm
Are there any characters for you that sort of maybe you're attracted to in a certain way, or like you're like I would like Superman or
um,
Jason Momoa, Aquaman?
uh, I've never actually had that thought.
No.
No,
Hmm.
no. Um, yeah, I I wouldn't I wouldn't know right now off the top of my head if there even was something or someone that
Hmm.
I would think of in in that connotation.
Okay.
What about you? I mean, I know yours.
Oh, you do, huh?
I do. Hmm.
Hmm.
So what?
And who is mine?
Yours is Wonder Woman.
Elizabeth says Iron Man. They want the suit.
Yeah. Wait.
Yeah,
That would
I
be.
would go along with that. I'd like an Iron Man suit.
Mhm.
Yes, Wonder Woman. I think was. I'm going to say two actually. And you're going to laugh.
Go ahead.
Catwoman.
Oh no, I know that one too. That's Catwoman with Halle Berry as the
Well, yeah, but I'm
protagonist.
talking about like I grew up watching old school Batman with the
Oh well, you're talking. Oh my God.
Bubble says they'd go a Storm.
I like Storm too.
Yeah, Halle Berry Storm.
Oh yeah, that would be another Halle.
um, I
Yeah.
actually just recently saw a quick little video clip of an old school Batman, and it had Catwoman where she was trying to convince Batman to marry her,
Oh.
and he says, well, what about Robin? And she's like, Robin, we'll just murder him. So, but yeah, so
Okay.
Wonder Woman
Mm-hmm.
and Catwoman would be the two. Big Baka says Julie Newmar is who played. Is that who played the Catwoman in?
You had a couple. Okay. Julie
Oh,
Newmar. It was Eartha Kitt first.
hmm.
Okay, because she had that whole like pussycat,
Oh,
thing
that's
going.
right.
So
Yes.
it was Eartha Kitt first. Then it was Julie Newmar, um, that played the character, and then you had Michelle Pfeiffer played the character.
Oh, that's right.
You know? And
Yes.
then it went to like Halle Berry, and I
In the
think Anne
movie.
Hathaway was in one,
Hmm.
and I think the latest it was in the Lego Batman movie was Zoe Kravitz.
Hmm.
You know.
Um, Linda Carter, Wonder Woman for me.
Yes.
Like
Yes.
that,
I
the original old school,
yeah.
the magic lasso, tie me up and make me tell you the truth.
Hmm.
That was the whole thing with the magic lasso is that they once you put the lasso
Yeah.
around them,
They had to tell the
they
truth.
had to tell you the truth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You didn't like Gail Godot or Gal Godot?
Oh yeah. Oh God, yes.
I mean, because there's only been so many that have actually played Wonder Woman.
Hmm.
You know, yeah, and I think she's the second prominent. It was always Linda Carter was uh, the TV version,
Mm-hmm.
the TV show version, and then yeah, Gal Gadot. So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
I'm a sucker for a magic lasso.
Oh, okay. So everyone's got their favorite. That's good.
Well, you and I recently went to go see the latest Superman movie,
Hmm.
and so having been through a couple of different Supermen, so to speak, do you have a personal favorite, or do you not even care? And for that matter, you got Batman too. We've got
Okay.
different Batman characters.
Yes. Hmm. I'm true to heart. Superman, original Superman, Christopher Reeves, Superman. You know, I yeah, it would definitely have to be for Superman. For Batman,
I already know. I'm going to say who your Batman is.
who?
Christian Bale.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just say if you have fanged teeth, that's like checkbox number 1 for Mary Lou.
Not number one. That's a checkbox for like, there's interest there.
That opens the door.
Yeah, possibly.
Maybe unlocks the door.
Mm, That can be Pandora's box, though.
Unlocking the door.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that the whole point?
Depends. Uh, but yeah, Christian Bale.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I like my Batman with a little psycho involved in there.
You did decide to marry me. Big Bacchus says the Michael Keaton for Batman. Yeah, I'm kind of with that too.
Hmm.
Jim Carrey as the Joker. You remember? And then you had Danny DeVito as the Penguin.
Mm-hmm.
And then who was it? Tommy Lee Jones played. Didn't he? What was it? Two-Face? I think I can't remember if that's who.
I think he was Two-Face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually didn't care for those as much because they almost. Maybe the intention was to connect it back to the old school Batman style, like the kind of that almost like goofiness with it. I definitely like the Dark Knight style Batman with Heath Ledger.
Okay. Yeah.
So.
Well, and you had Val Kilmer there as Batman too for a while.
Mm-hmm. Rip Val Kilmer.
Mm-hmm.
Mike is questioning whether or not he thought maybe I was your superhero. No, what she was referring to is I'm her psycho in the relationship. Oh, I am definitely not Mary Lou's Superman.
But that was that was Saturday's fan fiction.
Yeah, and then we roll back into Friday, Freaky Friday.
Yes.
Neither one of us really hung out too much during Freaky Friday, but I definitely heard reports back that the kink space, the dungeon space, was quite busy the entire night.
Good. That's nice to hear.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so. I have some sad news.
Uh-oh.
Well, it's actually kind of bittersweet. So come September 1st, the club, unfortunately, has to raise membership prices. So starting September 1st, there is going to be an increase in the actual membership fees. The good news is that you've got about 2 weeks to go ahead and renew your membership or extend it if you're already into your membership at the low rate that it is now. But yeah, come September 1st, we're going to be raising the rates. I will tell you right now that the annual membership is $69 per person. That is going up to $99 per year. To be blunt, the club has absorbed as much of the increase in expenses for everything over the last 24 months. There haven't really been any price increases, any significant prices increases. In fact, the club offers or had been offering even a prepaid discount on Saturdays to help. But it's just come to a time where we can no longer shoulder all of this. So we're pretty much leaving membership ticketing the same. we are going to eliminate the prepaid discount on Saturday. It's just, I know this is going to be tough for some people. It's been tough for the club. So yeah, that's exactly right. And that is one thing that we do on a pretty regular basis also. So, and please don't ignore the fact that we have other things like the volunteer program, which help you earn points which you can use for your membership. So even for those that where money is a challenge, you do still have the ability to help out in other ways. We also are looking for staff, generally, to work. We do, most of our staff are paid staff. So if you're looking to make a little extra money now that the end of the year is coming around, you can always do that too.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I really hadn't made the decision until over the weekend. A couple of weeks ago, I had a conversation with the bookkeeper and just looking at the numbers, and it's just not sustainable. So, as much as I hate to do this, it's absolutely necessary. So, anyway, the hope is that doesn't impact people too much. Just is what it is.
Okay.
So,
cool.
That said,
yes.
There's always very low, inexpensive events, and there are some free events that people can attend as well. Starting next month in September, the first and third Thursdays of the month are going to be basically an open house. We're calling them Happier Hour. No charge to attend that. It'll be for new people also. They can come check out the club, see what it's like inside, meet staff, meet other members. We actually have a good number of members that are signed up already for the first one on September 1st.
Right.
So, and the club intends to continue that sort of trend of having things available that don't necessarily cost money to attend.
Okay.
Classes, things like that. So some member-led events like the cigar social. So
cool. Yeah. And the happier hour, the open house events, those are again not play events, correct?
Yeah, these are strictly social events. They're to give either new members or potential new members. This will be open to the public. They'll be able to RSVP and attend, come see what the space looks like. But yes, you're absolutely right. This is a non-play event.
Okay.
So, in fact, it's not even a come hang out and drink event. We'll have coffee, tea, and water available. There won't necessarily be bar service. So it's just it's intended to be a social event.
Yeah.
So
cool.
We're going to be doing more stuff like that.
And it's also a great event to, let's say you've been kind of talking to some other members on the site and you're trying to coordinate a safe space to kind of meet up with them. And yet you can do that on those happier hour social events because there's no pressure. You kind of get to actually see the person physically, have conversation with them and so forth. So
yeah, and that's I'm glad you mentioned that, and because that was a conversation we had over the summer, and doing stuff like this to give people the opportunity to have sort of a neutral place to meet potential new play partners, friends, whatever, in a space where you can have open and frank conversation and people aren't going to look at you funny because you said blowjob or, you're going to tie me up or, or sharing similar interests out loud.
Well, it's kind of like, oh yeah, let's go meet at a coffee shop. And you're sitting there and there's so many people around you that you're still kind of like, well, I'm really interested.
Right.
Can we, will you suck on my toes, please?
Yeah. Do you have a foot fetish?
Yeah. When you're still kind of like, having those kind of conversations per se.
Right. So yeah, so these are intended to be strictly social, and we're going to do them twice a month, first and third Thursday of the month.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
uh,
And
go ahead.
I was just going to say, and with those, of course, the music will be lower toned, more uh, just centrally based, I guess, playlists. So for those that have issues with loud, no, music and things of that nature, this is also a softer way to take in the space.
Yeah. Speaking of that, I wanted to mention, I'm going to put it in the chat, a link to it. We have published the Neurospicy event
Hmm.
that's slated for Friday, September 12th. We took a survey. We had about 30 people respond to the survey and give their feedback about what it was they would be interested in seeing or having at a Neurospicy event. So we did go ahead and update that information in the website today. So if you are a neurospicy person and don't necessarily connect with the typical way that the club operates with the louder music and the moving lights and
Hmm.
lots of people, um, this might be the event for you to come check out.
Awesome.
Yeah. Um, for that specific event, we will have the music at a much lower volume in the main space, providing people the opportunity to dance if they want to a little bit, but
Hmm.
also socialize and not be so overwhelmed. The lounge area will be the quieter space of the club. The club will also provide wristbands, much like the 6 degrees of sexuality, but we're going to keep it basic with red, yellow, and green. And that will denote what your interest level is in interacting with other people, not
Hmm.
necessarily playing. But if you're open to conversation, you might wear green, yellow, cautious, and red, you just want to be left alone.
Hmm.
So those are the sort of things you can expect at the Neurospicy event. So this is our first time doing it. We're doing it because we do have such a um, seemingly a large community of people that fit that demographic. So
Hmm.
we'll see.
Yeah. Give everyone a little bit of everything, to experience while they're here at the club. Well.
Well, and that's you know really take to a larger picture of the club. Um, you know, there are a lot of people
Hmm.
who are, I would say, adjacent to our community. The ethical non-monogamy community and the kink community,
Hmm.
um, who aren't necessarily fully aware of the shop or what it is, and really liken it to traditional old school swinger club,
Hmm.
where it's just heteronormative couples looking to swap. And while there is a large um, number of people that fit that demographic, by and large, we encompass a much wider array of people,
Hmm.
including people from the queer community.
Yeah.
And there, we're just now starting to see more same-sex couples joining the club.
Hmm.
And so the club is about sex positivity, not necessarily specifically about one certain
Right.
types of person. So the Neurospicy event is sort of giving a little bit of that to them as well.
Hmm. Cool.
So,
Yeah.
um,
Yeah, we have you mentioned the happy hour. The karaoke is back now, and that is a sing and swing uh, title there. We have our game nights. That's coming up here next week as well.
yep, August 27th.
Yeah. And, this weekend coming up, we have our meet and greet. I confirmed our cabanas
Oh, nice.
waterside again here for at Paradise Island Bowl. So that's always a fun time. There's so many things you can do. You can actually just be out in the cabana, uh, enjoying everyone's company. There's arcade games, there's bowling, there's axe throwing. So there's quite a few activities that you can engage in while.
Excuse me.
while you're there. um,
Yeah, that's from 8 to 11. I think are the hours of that. We'll
mhm.
be there. We're usually there a little early,
Yeah.
trying to figure out where we're gonna set things up or whatever.
Mhm.
Um, well, Saturday is barely there, a sheer affair.
Ooh.
This is always an interesting one for me because it's the whole premise is about almost nudity. I like
Yeah.
that. I like that little bit of so when it comes to nudity, I find that when you leave a little bit or even a lot of it to the imagination,
Yeah.
it's so much more enticing. Like, yes, naked people are great, and I'm not, downing
Mhm.
naked people, but when you have that little bit of, I don't know, added fringe, touch, mystique, mystery, um, it just adds to the allure a little bit.
Okay. Cool. Cool. I want to segue back to the meet and greet real quick.
Yeah.
The entertainment that night is the Flow Band, and they are a reggae calypso jazz band
Oh, that'll be fun.
that'll be playing outside where the cabanas are. So that'll be the entertainment for the night as well. So a different feel, a little reggae, a little.
I
Mhm.
think that'll be a nice departure from the last few times that we've been there. Right. I certainly have enjoyed the DJ and the dance music and stuff like that, but
Mhm.
I think it'll be really cool to have that calypso Caribbean vibe going on.
Oh yeah, definitely. You know, you got the cabanas out there, the water, kind of sending off the summer.
It is. It does definitely feel that way, um,
Yeah.
especially since after game night we'll be closed Labor Day weekend,
Mm-hmm.
Friday and Saturday, August 29th and 30th. So really, this Saturday coming up is the last Saturday of
August.
August for the club.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, our staff works so hard throughout the year, and we do always try to give them some days off by closing the club down and doing the meet and greets per se, so that they could still have the opportunity to enjoy themselves, whether they're also members or not.
Hmm.
And this way, they can go out and actually participate, on their own. Uh, so that's always fun for them.
Yeah.
Those are part of the membership as well.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Um, do we have anything else special coming up that you want to? You have any freaky flea markets coming up?
The next one is in November.
Hmm.
You know, so still looking for a few other vendors. If anyone is interested, but that is Sunday, November 2nd. Of course, we have Halloween coming up.
Yes.
That
I was just told. I'm going to go look really quick. Um, doo, doo.
Because usually our Halloween sells out by the end of August,
Yeah,
mid
it depends.
September.
We started late this year.
Hmm.
2 years ago, we started ticket sales in June, and we were sold out by August. It
Right.
generally takes about 60 days to sell out the event,
Hmm.
which means we will likely be sold out by the end of September.
September. Yeah.
Um, Actually, I'm just coming in to look at the inventory here. Ooh, gotta do some updates.
Hmm.
So this set of tickets, the summer spell tickets, there are 19 of those tickets left.
Wow.
So these are the least expensive tickets you can get right now. The prices are going to incrementally go up over the next 6 weeks.
Yes. Yes.
So
Hmm.
let me see. I'm going to look at see where we're at in total for people.
Hmm.
Ooh, we're almost halfway sold out.
I thought so.
Yeah. So yeah. Anyway, Halloween. If that is the biggest event of the year, Hex Rated Halloween, which is Saturday, October 25th. I do have one other announcement to make about Glowgasm,
Oh,
which is at the end of November. That's Thanksgiving Day weekend.
yes.
That'll be the last Glowgasm of the year. I did confirm, speaking, you saw Ronnie in earlier,
Mm-hmm.
Rock and Ronnie is going to be available for that. He is not going to Hedonism.
Oh, awesome.
So he'll be flying in for the final Glowgasm.
Yeah.
Of
I mean,
the
bad for Hito, good for us.
Yes, absolutely. So
He always does put on a great show for that. So definitely. And think of it this way, on Thursday you got family. Hopefully by Friday they're kind of gone, no more obligations. So you can you can look forward to that Saturday and join us all here at Glowgasm.
absolutely.
Mhm.
So okay. Well, listen, I don't really have much else to talk about. I wanted to let everybody know about the membership stuff. We'll get that posted on the news feed tomorrow. I'm going to send out a mailer to everybody, let everybody know that now is the time to get your membership renewed before the price increases. Nothing, Mary Lou? You good?
I am good.
Okay. You still are offering your Mary Lou and you coaching services to shop members?
I am. And of course, if you're a new member, you do have the option to sign up for a Q&A about the club and or any questions you might have about ethical non-monogamy, relationships, kinks. I'm here for that opportunity to get your questions answered.
And how do they book that appointment with you, Mary Lou?
Well, they can book that through going either through the link that they'll receive in their welcome email as a new member, or they can go directly to marilouandyou.com.
And if you noticed here, Mary Lou spells her name like Mary Lou Henner.
No, I think Mary Lou spells her name like I do.
She is older than you, is she not?
Yeah, I think so. But either way.
Listen to you. If you are interested in joining the shop, you can visit bodyshopclubs.com or bodyshoppittsburgh.com. There, take you to the registration page. There's actually, you have three options for applying now. There's the basic application, which is sans the online profile. There's the regular or standard application that includes online access so that you have access to the shop community, hang out with people like Bubbles and Big Bacchus and Elizabeth, who are actual club members. Or you can do an easy application, or excuse me, the apply by phone, which basically is one of our staff members will get in contact with you. That is a paid for service.
Right.
So regardless of how you apply, every member goes through the CAP and age verification process. CAP is the club's consent policies video. You'll watch that, answer a couple of questions, provide age verification, and once that is completed, our staff will review the entire application and hopefully approve it.
Yes.
So that is all I got for tonight. Hopefully we'll see some of you folks on Friday night at Paradise Island Bowl on Neville Island. If we don't see you there, hopefully we see you on Saturday for Barely There, a Sheer Affair. And if not, Mary Lou and I will be back here next Monday at 8:05 Eastern Standard Time to annoy you for an hour on Monday night.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you have a wonderfully incredible night. Take care.
Oh, hold on.
Wait.
If you come out to the meet and greet on Friday, make sure you say happy birthday to G.
It's not my birthday on Friday.
I know, it's on Thursday. So say happy belated birthday.
Good night, folks.
Bye-bye.
There's some like you're a